Buckle up, episode 6 of Shogun throws a lot at us, but in the best way possible. We're past the initial explosion of Blackthorn's arrival, and now the show is taking a breath to develop the characters and simmering conflicts. This episode is all about the ladies, and let me tell you, they're bringing the drama. First up, Mariko. Girl is caught between a rock and a hard place. Duty to her family demands she follow Toranaga's orders, even if it means spending an awkward night at a brothel with Blackthorn. Talk about a recipe for emotional turmoil. We see flashbacks that reveal her past connection to Ochiba, Toranaga's nemesis. Turns out, they were childhood friends whose families ended up on opposite sides of a deadly power struggle. This adds a whole new layer to Mariko's internal conflict. Speaking of Ochiba, she's emerged as the ultimate power player. This woman is out for blood, determined to take down Toranaga for reasons that are both personal and political. She's got the Council of Regents wrapped around her finger, using them like puppets to undermine Toranaga's authority. Fumi Nikaido absolutely crushes it as Ochiba. Her performance is chillingly good. You can practically feel the steely resolve simmering beneath the surface. Now, let's not forget Kiku, the mysterious courtesan. She's caught in the middle of all this political maneuvering. Remember that awkward encounter with Yabashige earlier? Yeah, that's nothing compared to being sent to service Blackthorn at Toranaga's behest. But Kiku is no pushover. She's sharp and perceptive, picking up on the tension between Mariko and Blackthorn. In a surprising twist, she uses the situation to help Mariko connect with Blackthorn indirectly through a language barrier-fueled seduction. Blackthorn himself, well, the jury's still out on what exactly transpired at the brothel. Did anything physical happen with Kiku? Did he just spill his guts to a sympathetic ear? The episode leaves that hanging. But one thing's for sure, he doesn't seem too thrilled about the whole ordeal the next morning. Meanwhile, the rivalry between Toranaga's son and Omi, Kiku's love interest, continues to simmer. These two hot-heads might just make a move against Blackthorn soon, adding another layer of complication to the already tense situation. The episode ends with a bang. Toranaga gets wind of the chaos Ochiba has unleashed in Osaka. It's war drums time, baby. With Ochiba determined to destroy him, and Toranaga forced to call on more allies, things are about to get explosive. This episode is a masterclass in building tension and exploring complex characters. It's a slower burn than some might expect, but it lays the groundwork for some epic showdowns to come. One thing's for sure, in the game of power in feudal Japan, the women are more than just pawns. They're the queens pulling the strings, and they're playing to win. This episode of Shogun dives deep into the backstory and motivations of Lady Ochiba, Toranaga's fiercest enemy. We learn she's not just a power-hungry woman, but someone driven by a personal vendetta. Lady Ochiba versus Toranaga, a clash of titans. Ochiba's power. Unlike the cunning but erratic Lord Ishido, Ochiba commands respect and fear. Her past as the consort who bore the Taiko's heir gives her immense influence. The root of the conflict. Flashbacks reveal Ochiba, once known as Ruri, and Mariko were childhood friends, but their fathers were on opposing sides in a deadly power struggle. Mariko's father assassinated Ruri's father, a brutal warlord. A war within. Both Ochiba and Mariko are driven by revenge for their slain fathers. Mariko even questions the privilege of simply surviving compared to fighting for a cause. Crimson Sky. A desperate plan. Toranaga's options dwindle, with Ochiba manipulating the council and framing him for murder. Toranaga's back is against the wall. The Crimson Sky plan. A risky but decisive attack on Osaka Castle to eliminate enemies and establish a new government with Toranaga at the helm. The Shogun dilemma. Toranaga doesn't want to be Shogun or launch a surprise attack, but Ochiba's actions force his hand. Blackthorn and Mariko. A forbidden connection. A shared moment of faith. In a beautiful scene, Blackthorn and Mariko unknowingly pray in their separate rooms, creating a sense of intimacy despite the physical barrier. The brothel encounter. Toranaga sends Blackthorn and Mariko, as translator, to a brothel. This is both a reward and a way to gauge their connection. Kiku, the wing woman or the brothel's star attraction. Kiku uses her skills to create a suggestive atmosphere for Blackthorn and Mariko through veiled language. The sexual tension is palpable. The episode ends with a bang, a touch of fire. As Blackthorn follows Kiku to the bedroom, a spark ignites between him and Mariko when their hands brush. Crimson Sky activated. News of a murdered council member, a pro-Toranaga holdout, seals the deal. Toranaga reluctantly declares Crimson Sky it will be. Overall, this episode is a turning point. We gain a deeper understanding of the characters' motivations and see the stage set for a major conflict. The Black Fawn and Mariko storyline also heats up, leaving viewers wanting more.